Hello, and welcome back to my channel with your fave psychic medium, Danny. Hey y'all, how are you doing? And thank you for tuning in on another cold case reading. This reading is on LaQuanta Riley, and we'll be doing a reading on her disappearance. She disappeared in 2003, and I want to use this reading to help give insight. So first, we're going to start with the intro, then we're going to jump into the background on the victim and the case, and then the psychic reading. Alright, y'all. If you are loving this reading, you love my content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get notified anytime I post. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and I need your help to do it. So, please don't forget to just share as well. Let people know about me, and let me know how you feel about these readings, how you feel about anything that I'm doing. Now, another thing is I am a psychic medium with her books currently open. If you would like insight onto your own life, whether it's love, career, all those different things, check out my website at www.danielleclack.com and go ahead and book your reading so we can connect. Alright, y'all, we're about to jump into the background on LaQuanta Riley. I'll catch you at the psychic reading. LaQuanta Riley was an honors student in high school. The whiz kid received a full scholarship to college and had plans to study forensic science and criminal justice. She wasn't a problematic teen with tendencies to wander off without telling her family. So when she disappeared, her loved ones were baffled. When LaQuanta was born, her mother Pam was just a teenager. LaQuanta's aunt took on the responsibility of raising her, but LaQuanta's mother was an active part of her life. The 19-year-old had 5 younger siblings, one of whom passed away in the mid-1990s and was known to be a vibrant young woman. In 2003, LaQuanta Riley was living in Eufaula, Alabama with a roommate until she decided to leave during the Thanksgiving season. She returned to the apartment on December 5th to retrieve the remainder of her belongings, but something occurred that upset her. She called her mother to ask for a ride to Montgomery, Alabama, where her mother lived, but her mother said she couldn't go at that time. LaQuanta made more calls for help and eventually moved in with her aunt and cousin in Montgomery. 2 days later, around 11:30 p.m., LaQuanta walked out of her home and got into a dark green 4-door vehicle described as either a Ford Taurus or a Chevrolet Caprice. She was taken to her mother's house, just 3 miles away, where she got out and met her brother at the door. Before grabbing a jacket, LaQuanta's brother asked who was in the vehicle because he didn't recognize the car. She didn't give him a name, but she did say it was a friend that she met in the neighborhood. LaQuanta left her purse and money behind, returned to the vehicle, and hasn't been seen since. 3 days later, Pam reported her missing and told police that a mysterious call was left on her voicemail. The message was challenging to decipher, but a young woman on the line who Pam believes was her daughter said, "Leave me alone," or "Let me go home." Then a man was heard in the background saying LaQuanta's name before the call ended. Investigators looked into LaQuanta's name being used to rent an apartment in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Pam took it upon herself to follow the lead and visit the apartment complex. She talked to a person living in there, and they told her that LaQuanta had lived down the hall. According to the man, the teen came to his apartment and asked to use his phone after she seemed to have gotten in an argument with someone. Unfortunately, the neighbor claimed that LaQuanta moved out the apartment just days before her mother came knocking on his door. Well, welcome back to the psychic reading. I hope you enjoyed the background, and I hope you got to get a bit of the insight needed before this reading started. So if you see me looking over, I don't know, it's going to be to the left, to the right. I think it's to the right, because opposite. I am looking at my iPad. I have pre-written questions or topics I want to touch on during this reading. I do use playing cards, cartomancy, for my reading, and we're going to get started. So the first question, topic, I want to discuss was, who was the man that she left with, good or bad? As you remember in the background story. They discussed her leaving with the man, and she wasn't really trying to give insight to her brother on who he was. So I want to get insight. Who was that man that she left with? Was it a friend? Was it a lover? Were they good? Were they bad? What was their energy of relationship like? What insight can I get? And I think that'll help shape this reading for us to get to some nitty-gritty detail that can possibly help this case move forward. So let's get insight. Dear benevolent, honorable ancestors, spirit guides, activate family, ask for permission, guidance to assist me with this reading for LaQuanta Riley. I want to get insight on this cold case, on this possible kidnapping disappearance. Can you give me insight on the man that she had came home with, was dropped off with, that she did not want to give much information on? Who is he? Did she actually meet him in the neighborhood? What type of relationship do they have? What is his moral compass of a person like? Good, bad, evil, indifferent. Okay. Alright, I got 3 cards that came out, and then one at the bottom that gives me major insight on who this mystery man is. First, I have this 5 of diamonds. Then I have this King of Spades. Then I have this 3 of clubs. And this Jack of Hearts with a 5 of Hearts under it. And these 2 are from the bottom of the deck. That 5 of Hearts screams to me. Okay. With this 5 of diamonds, I'm seeing there was financial trouble. There was issues with finances. A King of Spades. She could have possibly been connected with somebody that was assisting her financially or giving her insight, maybe giving her advice. Someone that she looked up to. 5 of diamonds. This King of Spades. This King of Spades, I'm just getting a wave of just like this energy of like, you know, I'm like wise. I'm like a moral compass. I can help you. You know, you're young. She was 19, just to give context again. And then we have this 3 of clubs with 2 of them going up, as you can see. So there was other people involved in this. I don't know what she was primarily involved with, but something tells me this person was of someone that she's intimate with this Jack of Hearts at the bottom. And there was some trouble underlining under it, is what I got from this 5 of Hearts at the bottom that I felt called to read. There are some underlying issues because this 5 of Diamonds, like I keep saying, financial struggle. She was going through financial struggle, and I don't think this person was as on top of their finances as should be. I feel like they put on a persona, and she realized the truth pretty quickly. Very smart, whiz kid. Very intelligent, was supposed to really go off to a great college. What I'm also seeing from this connection was a lot of back and forth, a lot of I'm breaking up with you, I'm done, no, come back. Some possession here is also a feeling I'm getting, which is probably why she wasn't forthcoming with who he was. It's someone that she feels like she understood she's not supposed to be with. Maybe I get a feeling he's way older, so she just didn't want to hear it. Yeah. Because she is the oldest of all 6 kids. She has 5 younger siblings. So, you know, as a fellow older sibling, we're the sibling that, you know, tends to get to the slaughterhouse first. Be the burned cookie. So, and she was primarily raised by other family members. So there are things here that were just disconnected with her and family. She felt a lot older than what she was. And I think she just felt like she just knew a lot better, even with her coming out asking for help. So there was an intimate relationship she had with this man that was in the car that she was never seen from after getting in the car with. Let's see. Can we get more insight on her last day? Is this man, I didn't touch into as good or bad. Well, I kept describing him as older and like controlling. Maybe he has to be bad, right? Let's see. Give me more insight on the man. Personality. Who he is. Yeah, I'm not seeing good. I'm seeing he was with this Queen of Clubs. I'm getting it's her. She was unable to find her footing, and then we have this King of Diamonds right there, and then we have the Stroker upside down. her being unable to find her footing, and he causes her to stumble, to not be able to start new beginnings. So very controlling, very much like, I think I know best. I can lead you here. I can get you through this type of thing. And then we have this two of spades. Her trying to balance of what she's taking in, what she doesn't want to, and just being young. So I don't get a good feeling about this guy. You know, anybody that's way too old dating a 19-year-old is just, you're not a good person. And so inside her last day, it was like she was just right under this person next to them again. If you watch one of my previous cold case readings about DV, I am getting a heavy sense of DV within this relationship. I do think it was a partner that caused her harm and disappearance. You know, we're jumping into the man that she got into an argument with that made her want to leave the apartment. I believe there are times where she tried to get distance and he just ended up finding her. And, you know, they'll get back together. And it wasn't anything she was really talking about. I'm getting a sense, when I'm doing the second read, I get a full sense of they don't understand. Is what I'm hearing. They don't understand. Maybe this is something that she always said, like, you wouldn't understand. You just don't understand. You don't get it. Like, things are different now. It's what the strong sense of feeling I'm getting being said. Let's pull some more cards and get some more insight. So some more insight on the man that is the man that she got into arguing with, the same man I was in the car. Yes. Insight. Can I get inside a neighbor and the apartment that she had a name on? You remember in the background reading it says she had a partner and her name was on an apartment. And then some neighbor was giving the mom insight like, oh well, she lived down the hall, she wanted to come use my phone. Pretty interesting, right? Pretty interesting. Let's get inside on this neighbor. I don't know. I didn't get a good feeling. It could just me being highly suspicious from watching like Law and Order SVU, you know, Criminal Minds, Cold Case, you know, Snap, all the things, all the things. Let's see. Was her name used in fraud? I heard no. This neighbor. What is this neighbor? So, again, you know, like I said, this relationship, he was helping her with money. Should have been money that she probably saved from the relationship. She moved into her own apartment. It was her trying to get away. Something from her past with the Six of Clubs I'm seeing is her running from the past, trying to get her footing back from the past. That's why she reached out to her mom late that night. He came and found her. Again, money for diamonds, home. So, her trying to get help moving with family was her trying to find a way to not have to rely on someone with money. Money keeps coming up. So there's something here with this relationship with money, or whoever harmed her that she had an intimate relationship with. There's something dealing with money here. And another Ace of Hearts down. So again, I'm getting the sense that this was an intimate relationship. And the neighbor was someone that she did come to for help frantically. What he did not tell the mom, he was kind of hesitant on giving his phone. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know if he was just like off put it, but she didn't look well from what I'm seeing. It's just a bit disheveled. I think she tried to call a friend. I don't know if the police questioned certain friends, but this friend that she tried to call is a childhood friend, someone she's known for a pretty long time. She probably told this friend some information or tried to reach out to her through her personal phone, maybe just give her a heads up, like, I'm going to try to contact you. But it looks like whoever this partner came together and was like, you know, I want us to talk. Oof. That vision was so clear. I see them in the car and like I don't know, there's like a big grassy forest area somewhere in Montgomery or something, but they're in the car. He's strangling her. Yeah. She was murdered by an intimate partner. Abuse. If they are to look in dirt heavy areas, like I keep getting, it's hard for me to describe. You know, I'm from California. I just want to get that insight. I don't know. It's like, I'll describe the vision. It's like the grass plain areas, like a U. It could be under a bridge or near a bridge, but there's like grown grass on each side that a car can be able to drive and sit on top. And there could be like a creek next to it, or like a very low creek. It doesn't have to be a lot of water. Yeah, and you can feel your cars. People like to go under there for privacy or do a little, but that is where things happen. I think a lot of things happen under there that people don't like to discuss. If you are from, I'm looking at my iPad. I believe it was, Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's what the apartment was. Somewhere in Georgia. If you're from around there and I'm describing that correctly, that is where the site was, from what I'm seeing. And that's what I have for this reading. Thank you again for joining this reading. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell button so you can be notified on when I next post. Let me know what you think. What are your theories on this case? Have you heard of this case? Are you from Stone Mountain, Georgia? Were you around when this case was around alive and conversations were happening? Let me know. And if you know her, did I kind of touch upon a bit of her personality correctly? Let me know. Whether it's by email, however you want to fit. Thank you so much for joining. I'll catch you next time. Bye.